Hello friends, Tony Val with SecretSudo.com, and today I want to talk about the value of relationships. You know, when I look back over my career, my success, the common denominator between almost every deal I've ever had or anything great that has happened, it's almost always tied to a relationship. So I want to look at that closely. Before we do, I just want to mention I put a link down below to my very favorite selling secret that I guarantee you've never seen or heard anywhere else. You've never read it in a sales book. If you click that link, I'll send you that secret. It's about a 10-minute video, and I think it's fascinating. At any rate, relationships, the value of a relationship. And as I said, when I really dissect what happened, when I can look back at my success and say what happened, it's relationships. Relationships happen. So it's interesting. I took a little time this morning to just think about friends of mine, relationships that have really resulted in a whole lot of income for me. So I wanted to share a few of those stories, and I'm not going to use the real names in case any of my friends figure out who they are. It's tacky to attach dollar amounts to my friends because that's not why I'm friends with them. But at any rate, so the first one I'll think of is my friend Ben. Again, not his real name. But Ben is someone that I met through another friend, actually another friend in this list that we'll get to. But real nice guy, sharp guy, is a business person, local business person. And just through my friendship, it resulted in business for me, directly from Ben, directly attributable to Ben. And I don't see Ben all that often. I might see him 2-3 times a year, maybe 2 to 3 to 5 hours a year is all I spend with Ben. And this morning I just looked back. I tied all the profit that's gone in my pocket, and I thought, okay, how much an hour is my friendship with Ben netting me? And I computed it's about $1,500 an hour. Pretty stunning. Now, I like Ben. I like spending time with him. I like having coffee with him. He and I are both super busy, so we don't really get to do that sort of stuff all that often. So it's not like when I'm sitting with him, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to make $1,500 just for this, for this hour I spend with him. No, I'm enjoying his time. He's enjoying mine. But this revenue kind of is a result of it, and it's really interesting to do the numbers and see how big it is. So I'll go to my next friend, James. I met James 25 years ago, and we hit it off famously the moment we met. And I think the reason we hit it off is I could tell that James looked lost, and it did turn out he was his first day in town, and he looked lost, and I helped him out. I just took him under my wing and could tell he looked lost, and I helped him feel comfortable, and we've been friends ever since. 25 years, pretty amazing. Well, my friendship with James has netted about $1 million in my pocket. $1 million. That's in my pocket. That's not, revenue. I think a lot of these sales gurus sometimes they like to talk big numbers, but it's revenue. It's not necessarily profit that goes in their pocket. So my friendship with James, about $1 million in my pocket, which that's crazy. That is crazy. I get to see James still about once a week and totally enjoy spending time together. And, I'd be friends with him for nothing, but it's a nice side benefit. Susan is another longtime friend. I've known Susan for about 15 years. Now, what's really fascinating, for about 13 years, I got absolutely no business from Susan, which is fine. I don't care. She's a friend, and I enjoy my friends. But oddly enough, so finally, a couple years ago, Susan was involved in a very big organization that needed what I do, what I sell, and she swooped in. She had a leadership role. She swooped in and made it an absolute no-brainer. She went with my firm, and I was able to hit my annual sales goal that year by February 1st. My annual sales goal was covered by February 1st. Crazy. Now again, Susan's dear friend. We'd be friends if I never got a nickel from her, and that's not why I'm friends with her. I'm friends because she's a terrific person, and we enjoy each other's company. And I think that's a point that I want to make. When we're in sales, relationships really count. But I know a lot of people who are working relationships really pretty hard, and they aren't getting as much out of it in terms of sales. They aren't getting as much sales out of it. I think I have this feeling that I've done incredibly well compared to most. And I think one of the reasons is, and I believe this seriously, I am friends with these people because I like the people. Okay? I don't need a nickel. I don't need a nickel from anyone. I don't need to get a stitch of business from any of my friends. We're friends. And I think oddly enough, it's almost a paradox that has really helped my referral business come through, because all my friends know what I do. They know what I can do. I make sure they know what I do, but I'm not pushing them at all. So the people I know that are working relationships really hard, but it's not working. I think it's because it's a one-sided relationship. They want to know what's in it for me. Okay, they're not in it just to be first a friend with all these people and a good human being. They're in it for themselves. And I don't know about you, but I can sense those people coming a mile away. And I'm approached by those types of people every day. Certain people want to know me, want to get to know me. And you can just tell. You can just tell, is this person a giver or a taker? And I think a lot of sales gurus and sales trainers would say, oh, that pushy guy is going to be the successful guy. You know, I'm not so sure. I beg to differ. Throughout the course of my career as a business owner of various businesses, I can't tell you the number of salespeople that have just lost opportunities from me just because they were this pushy type. They weren't helpful. They weren't a giver and kind of they didn't have a servant mindset. So I want you to think today about the value of your relationships. I think it can be very, very good for business for your friends to know what you do. So you do have to find creative ways to just remind them from time to time what you do, but be a great friend first, and the referrals will start to come in. That's my thought for the day. I hope you visit secretsudo.com for more ideas about how to really pump up your own sales career. Thanks.